Alright guys, just thought I'd do a little bit of an update. Had the Eagle Rover this morning, just finishing off some of the works upstairs you may not be aware of. This is where the little window used to be. I would look in the balcony, which is now a double sliding door. That's it. Down this side, we've just had the Igor and little Igor have been in. They're putting the marble in this morning because this is where the old door used to be. We put a big double window in here to get all the light. So it's looking quite nice now. Just for a bit of where things are, there's the washing machine hidden down there, and this is all the computer stuff. Got a big tidy up after everything's done. Obviously been a bit of work on there this morning. This is still setting. They put a bit of the foam in, they've bedded the cement in, sealed it all up, and obviously you've got to come back, let the stuff dry out first, because we're going to get rid of all this and smooth all this off and redo the whole upstairs. The top of the house has been sheeted off from the bottom as well, just to keep all the dust down. So it's all progressing. It's all getting there. We'll have a look from outside. Obviously this is the new step that's gone in. And it's quite funny, you look at the contrast here and it's very, very noticeable from the street level. Just how aged and dirty this looks now, because obviously this was done, I can't remember when this was built, mid-80s probably, off the top of my head. But we're going to get all this sort of taken out very soon. We're going to go and pick some tiles today, because what I want to do is basically put like a grey tile all the way over here, because what we'll have is a conservatory similar to that in this, you know, where it'll come out. Not wooden conservatory, glass with sliding doors, etc. Which will sort of finish on this line here. So it goes across here, double door here, and that'll become my office. Which also means where we've got a problem with a lot of stuff here and the extra sofa downstairs, bookcases will go over there. And then probably the sofa will be somewhere slightly out, and then the desk will sort of sit over here. So I've got the sea view. So that's all in progress. This bit's also getting looked at the minute as well. We're chatting to Igor today about it, because we might have to get a like a cherry picker across, because obviously it's got to come across from the roadside up. There's no easy way of getting to it. And no point taking a shortcut either, because one of the big issues you've got is somebody will pick it up on the health and safety aspects. You'll soon get flagged on it. So you can see that's where the old door used to be. Now you've got a big double window, lots of light coming in the house. I'm thinking of doing this bit in a different colour to the conservatory piece, because obviously the conservatory is obviously a separate room. So might do this in like a cream render, possibly. Just flat render, maybe look a little bit like this, but smoothed off. So we want to get all this all the loose bits sort of smashed out. Have a look at the steels, if there is any. Maybe do a bit of treating in there as well. But it's getting there. Every time I come out there's something new going on. And one of the things we're talking about as well is if we put the conservatory across, we're talking about making the ceiling strong enough to take solar panels. So then we can expand, because obviously we've got the water heater there. So from the water heater you can have solar panels there, steps down, and more solar panels, which would pretty much, I think, would probably cover about 78% of our daily electric use, which in the current climate with Ukraine, etc., and gas prices and everything being affected, might be a good idea, because energy prices are going to be affected, short to medium term at least. Weather's a bit better now. When I arrived it wasn't. This is why I didn't want the front row, because I could have bought along the front row right on the beach. But as you can see, look at the sand there. It was bad enough up here. I'll be back with his mate Oscar. They've been over the park cycling. We're going out for lunch in a minute, but it's getting there. It's good to come back and see things are moving, because once this bit's done, I can feel I'm at home. I can actually sit down. Like I said, when I get all this bit out, tap it all out, have a look at anything that's loose. I'm not going to break anything off. But yeah, you can see how bad the sand is. Look, that's from the last couple of days. That wasn't there before. That's just the, like, basically sand blasted from the beach. Obviously it's come from over there. Look at on the Chinese restaurant, you can see all the sand on the roof. Look, these are going soon as well. That's another thing we're looking at, what we're going to do with those, because I'm thinking maybe metal rails and then wires, maybe 3 wires across there, give it a bit more of a modern look. Then obviously we've got the conservatory, so give me another 3 months, I think we'll be nearly to a point where I can just come home and not have to worry about any more projects. The other thing, bear in mind, I'm not too fussed at the moment, because we've got the light switches there for that one, and it switches that one on at the same time. And to be fair, if I'm out here, I might not even bother changing that light switch for the distance it is from there to there. I might just leave the 2 lights connected. But one of the things when you're doing this sort of thing is bear in mind, where do you want your sockets? Now, because my desk is going to be here, it's a bit awkward to get a socket there, because I don't think we've got any electrics down this side. No, we haven't. So I mean, there's a point there I could tap into, but then I've got to bring it all the way through here just to get one socket on the end. So what I'm going to do instead, similar issue, there ain't the electrics on there, but there'll be a point somewhere, and obviously we've got lights, you don't tap off your light circuit. But we'll basically put a socket here, socket there, come all the way around, another one there, and one there. So it's got 4 sockets. You may think that's a bit much to have 4 double sockets in such a small room, but then you go, okay, you got your bookcases are there, but put a lamp down there, because you might not want these on, because to be fair, I don't like bright light in the evening. I like it sort of just having the lamp on. Then you might want your the Wi-Fi connection, which is currently downstairs, to come up here, because we have a mesh. So I put the last one up here, because we've got one on each floor, to extend the Wi-Fi. So there's another socket that's pretty much going to get used up. Then the computer system here. Funny enough, you don't actually have that much spare sockets. Everything's being used, but can't wait to get everything finished and operational. Oh, looks like somebody's lost their antenna in the winds. The winds were up to 70 kilometers an hour. Looks like that one's gone down as well. Look, so that's dipping down. That one's obviously come off completely. It's definitely good to be back. Can hear the kids downstairs talking. Anyway guys, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have another update soon when we move on to these next bits. But I'm really happy with the window, because like I says, the window and door are great. I thought the door might be an issue on the step, but where it is, it's not too much of a problem. So I was thinking, if you come in there and you can fall down the stairs. So what I'm going to do is probably leave this door locked anyway, because then when they, you know, because I'll probably end up with, when I'm not here, the kids will use, yeah, well, I say kids, Ubi and his friends will probably end up crashing out here as their little space, because obviously there'll be the sofa's got a sofa bed, so they can hang out up here, have a, you know, I don't know, like kids, teenagers, but they've got the little balcony, you know, obviously the balcony will be there, along there, and they can hang out there. But this space is becoming a lot more practical as well. Now I've opened it up with a window. Obviously this desk will be out there, which means that all this area will be freed up. But yeah, I think the area will become a lot more practical up here as well. So it could be that the sofa ends up here, so that my area doesn't really get touched, because the kids can hang out here. I can stick a TV on the wall possibly, if there's enough space. We'll see. It's a bit hard to see the room area with all the stuff here at the minute, but all this stuff will be out there. But anyway guys, we're gonna go out for dinner, so I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.